Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some gingerbread, Halloween inspired nail art design. We've got some cute little opal crystals, which it's been such a long time since I've used some, so that's quite nice to get that involved in today's set. We've got two different companies. We've got some Semilac and we've got some Madam Glam. Semilac is going to be our nudie background shade, and then Madam Glam is the brown. We've got Lumberjack from Moe London. It's going to be a stamping polish. We also have some black from Born Pretty, and then two different types of glitters. We've got one fine and a one shard looking like. I know you can get different size shards. I know I've got a couple that are like super chunky. This one's really nice and fine, which I absolutely love. So we're going to use that, and they're both pretty much the same shade of like rosy. Is it rose gold? Kind of rose gold, copper gold, brownie gold, something like that. We're going to use that later on. So when it comes to our background colours, we've got three nails that are the nudie shade. We've got one nail fully brown, which is going to be our sugared nail. And then last but not least, the fifth nail is going to be an ombre between those two colours. I am going to place the brown at the top and then the lighter shade at the bottom. And then of course I'm using my Madam Glam ombre brush. It's my all-time favourite brush. You're also going to see me use it when it comes to the glitter too. I love it for glitter too. It's like a multifunctional brush. I literally love those kind of brushes because I hate carrying a bunch of them on me all the time. Well, not that I do, but I just love when my table doesn't have too much stuff on it. So if I can get a brush that does a few things for me, then I absolutely love that. Here's my attempt at the first layer of ombre. Once I'm happy, pop it into the lamp, do another layer of camera, and then we can start working on our design. Here, real quick, I'm going to show you me doing the sugared nail. Very simple, just literally sprinkle on the glitter on the wet layer of the gel polish, pop it into the lamp for a cure. The cured gel polish will, set that in place, and you're good to go with that one. Just tap away any excess. Once it comes out the lamp, give it a little brush too, just get rid of anything extra that's on there, and that nail is complete and done. We will not have to go back to this one at all. So we've got 4 nails left to do. Then we've got this nail where I kind of diagonally draw a line, and I'm going to colour in one side. So I'm doing the left hand side there. That will get another coat of camera. And then we will have 2 nails that are going to have a French tip, which is basically like the remainder of our nudie nails. Here goes the French tip, one, and then we'll do another one too. I do show you both on camera. Remember, I do everything off camera when it comes to like another layer of any gel polish if they need it. I do have a red and white gel polish nail art design coming up soon. It's so cute, guys. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And some gel polishes from Madam Glam are so crazy opaque and they just work amazingly that you literally can get away with just one coat, and that video is literally just that. The red and white are so pigmented that I don't know what kind of creation they put in there or what they put in there, but it's one of my most favorite gel polishes from there, just purely because of the color, but also the consistency and how the product works. So keep an eye out for that one because yeah, it's just amazing. It's so nice to watch as well when you like brush on the nail and it just completely covers the nail in one swipe. It's just so nice. You don't need to go in with another coat or anything. It's so nice to watch. Righty, so the 2 French tips are done. One of those diagonal nails are done too. Time for a little bit of stamping. So we've got 3 stamping plates going on today. A couple from Moe London. Disclaimer, guys, Moe London are discontinuing their stamping product, which is such a shame because they have so many good ones, but unfortunately they are discontinuing. They do have a sale going on the website, getting rid of any last bits and bobs of their stamping stuff. So if there's anything you're seeing on my channel, which I do use them very often, if there's anything that you're interested, I highly recommend going to grab it now. Don't think you can grab it later because they will disappear eventually. They have had that sale for a while now, so that, there are things on there still, but, it's like a ticking bomb. You just don't know when it's going to finish, when they're going to get rid of everything. So bear that in mind when you're watching my videos. I try to give a little disclaimer whenever I can or whenever I remember, but I do use them quite often in I'd say almost every video. There's always some sort of stamping, polish or plate that I'm using from them. So bear that in mind. So the first one we stamped this like snowflake pattern. Now on this one, it's one of the like Frozen inspired plates, and they've got some snowflakes and some like I don't even know, but I really like the like a ice dripping thing look. So I kind of stamped that on the French tip part of the nail. Now here I've got a UC Uber Chick, I think it stands for, stamping plate, and they've got a lot of different little images, but they had this gingerbread, and I thought that it would be really, really cute to stamp him down. So we're going to do that. But as you can see on the plate, they've got so many different like looks you can do. A little coffee and a hat and a candle. They've got all sorts of little things which are really, really cute. It could be really nice to do some little press on nails with those too, to be honest, and like stamp a different little face on each one on a different nail or something. So both French tip nails will have the gingerbread at the top, and then using some black, I'm going to stamp the outline on it as well. So here goes the outline. If you don't like to, do the outline, the two-step method of stamping like I'm about to do now, what you could do is just pick up the outline of the gingerbread and just colour him in whilst it's on your stamper, and then stamp it down. If you don't know what I'm talking about, again, I have a lot of videos on my channel wherever there's stamping and some sort of image that looks coloured in. Click on that video, and most likely I have coloured it in on my stamper, and I show that in the video. So do check it out. But here it goes, and that is the end of our stamping fragment of the video. Here goes, here come the shards. So I really, really like the way the nail ended up looking, this one anyways. I'm not too sure on the star that we're going to do later on, but the actual ombre with the glitter on top, I really, really like the way that looked. So here goes the base coat. And then we're going to use the ombre brush to pick up the shards and place it mainly at the top and kind of make it look like a sprinkling to about halfway down the nail. Make sure, guys, to check out my description. I have a lot of discount codes and links to all sorts down there if you're interested or wanting to shop. I know it's Christmas, so a lot of people will be wanting to shop and buy gifts and stuff. So definitely check it out. I do also have a link to Quidco if you're interested. It's a cashback website, completely free of charge, and if you use my link down in the description, and once you get your first £5 cash back from your shoppings, you'll get an extra £15 for free. So literally free money. Definitely check it out. I'm almost done with the glitter. That will go into the lamp. Once it's out, I'll do another layer of base coat. Usually with nails like that, I do 2 layers. So the first layer of base coat goes down, I glue on or place down the glitter, it gets cured, and then I do another layer of base coat on top of that. Now all the nails are matte top coated. I didn't include it in the video. I think it might have cut out, to be honest, when I was filming it. But now it's time to do some sweater little touches. So on this brown part of this nail here, I'm just going to do the sweater pattern. Nothing too crazy. Little lines, little, swipes and all sorts. Once you're happy, sprinkle on some clear acrylic. I am using a Glitter Bells one, but that's just because I had it in my collection. If you're not into acrylics, you're not going to be doing acrylics, there's no need to be buying, expensive branded acrylic. You can just get yourself some cheap stuff on Shein, AliExpress, just, stuff that probably wouldn't be the best if you were to do actual acrylics, but it does just fine for sweater looks, which is great. Once you're happy, pop that into the lamp. We do have another sweater pattern look-ish, not really. It's kind of the same method, but we're going to do little lines to make it look like stars are hanging off the nail. So a couple of swipes at the top and then 2 lines going down with a star at the bottom. Now, I have to admit, I've been loving my stamping way too much to be getting my drawing skills progressed. So I'm not the best. Yeah, so don't judge my stars, please. But here are the stars. If you wanted some help, if you had a stamping plate that had stars on there, you could always stamp that down and actually just go over it with your gel polish. It's almost like an outline of it, and then sprinkle on your clear acrylic as well onto it. I have done that in the past where I did not feel comfortable to do like a perfect heart star, whatever it was. I stamped it down, used it as a stencil, and it worked really, really well actually. So here it goes, some clear acrylic in the lamp that goes. Last but not least, we've got some crystal placements to do. Here come the opal crystals. Been a while. So in between each crystal, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're going to do some caviar beads. So I'm going to pop some rhinestone glue gel. The rhinestone, I feel like I never talk about my rhinestone glue gel. The rhinestone glue gel is from Amazon. It's the Mark Hart one. They come in like a squeezy tube, but I always depot into like a container I can like dip my brush into, and they also come with like I usually get the set. I don't know if you can get it individually, but you could get the squeezy tube, and you can also get the little pot that has like a much more of a thicker rhinestone glue gel, and that's so nice if you're into more larger charms that you like sticking on nails. Then that's really, really nice, because if you use it, when you place the charms or your crystal placement, it won't wobble around. The regular rhinestone glue gel is very liquidy in a way, so it would make the charms kind of swim around your nail, but if you use the other one, it doesn't. But for me, I mostly use just regular crystals. Like I don't use that much bigger stuff, to be honest, so I don't often use it, but eventually I will just start using it just to use it up, because, you know, just a waste to have it sitting around. And it still just does the job and everything, which is great. Now on this one, I wanted to switch it up. So what I'm going to do is place an opal crystal the same size the whole way through, and then place a cover bead in between the opal crystal, and so on. So literally the whole way down. And that's a way to separate the stamping from the sweater look. I really like to often do like a border between two different designs when I'm doing it on the nails. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. If you didn't want to do the crystals, you could do like a line or glitter or anything else if you wanted to, or just leave it as is. I just really don't like it personally. Right, once you're happy, pop that into the lamp. And here are the final results. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.